Hey everyone, welcome back to Mod Life Season 2! Space Life, picking up right where we left off. Looks like our sun is finally coming up, and the day-night cycle for the moon is a little bit different than what we're used to. The sun, I believe, is up for, I think I saw it said 2 hours, or maybe that's how long the entire cycle is. I'm not sure, but a fairly long time for it. You can see how slow it's moving right now. It's going to take it a good long while to go all the way across the sky and start setting again on that side of the moon. So it is brightening up everywhere, which is a good thing. Mobs should be despawning outside, hopefully. And I think we're going to probably have to get us a door set up somewhere around here. I think we're probably going to go ahead and use this for a part of our base for a little while until we get some other things set up. But the generator's doing a great job here. Yep, that thing's staying fairly full. Let's go and get another RE battery going in there. I think what we could do is once this starts topping off, we'll go ahead and put the advanced RE batteries in there. But we should be able to get outside and start hooking up the advanced solar panels. Kind of maybe do a little bit of exploring today too. Alright, good. The geothermal generator's up and running. We could go ahead and put us a couple RE batteries in there. I think, actually, no, we used those, didn't we? Oh, no. There's one left in here, there's one in there, and there's one there full. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and clean up our inventory. One thing we are going to have to start working on, though, real quick, is probably some oxygen. So before we go do too much, you know, we got a tree farm right over there, set up by these kind villagers here. Trying to keep an eye out. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's set up our oxygen collector right here. Ooh, careful there. Oh, right. We're out of power on our jetpack. We're going to have to go get this guy charged up to, I think maybe like right here will be fine. Oxygen pipe. Good. Alright, so that'll work there. And now we just got to supply this guy with some power. So let's get some heavy aluminum wire. You know, I got a couple CESUs in here. Hey, I don't think you want to go out. Okay, if you want to go outside. Can't promise you're going to be able to get back in. I warned you. Just saying. Alright, anyway. He might come back in later on. We'll see. Alright, we'll place a CESU there. And we'll run this out here. Ooh, gonna have to be careful, but there is totally a cave there. And let's get these tin decoration blocks set there. And we're gonna place our advanced solar panel right there. Enable it. We got an environmental boost of 40% instead of 100. But that's okay. Alright, good. CESU's gaining power. This guy is working. 420. Holy cow. Alright, let's go this way then. We'll just go out this way. Ooh, slow but surely. Gotta love the moon. Alright. Definitely gonna have to make a way in here. We'll get our jetpack charged up in just a minute. How's this looking? Alright, we're still slowly gaining power. In fact, let's go ahead and get this guy charging up real quick. Alright, do we have any sealable oxygen pipes? Doesn't look like it. Alright, that's fine. We'll go ahead and make up one real quick. There we go. Sealable oxygen pipe. And we're probably going to put this guy, let's say for here for now. And we're going to go ahead and run this over. Hope they don't mind me kind of messing with their land here a little bit. Gonna try and make it look a little bit nice. Is that spruce? That is actually spruce. Huh. Here, I'm gonna put this right there for you guys. Don't look at me like that. I'm trying to help you. Kind of. In a way. Alright, but we're also gonna need a way to power our oxygen compressor. Could use the geothermal generator for the time being. We might even wind up trying to seal this off at some point too. There we go. That actually should be able to allow us to seal this off in here. And then we'll have this set up because, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. That'll be fine. All right, let's pick this up. That way we can run that over. There we go. That works. All right, good. So that doesn't constantly use power. That is great. All right, let's get another one of these sealable oxygen pipes set up for us. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. We don't need dirt, moon turf, don't need all that. Let's put those advanced RE batteries away. Put that there. Wait a minute. Power. This is still collecting. Why is that not working? Oh, there we go. Can I not do that with two? Alright, let's go ahead and get us some backup oxygen tanks set up real quick. Alright, maybe we should go with a smaller pair. Nah. Let's go with the big pair again. So we're gonna need 6 more of you. Now, last time I did this, I set up my extractor. Apparently, this was a complete mistake on my part. I set up my extractor, I extracted the blue wool to white wool. Oop, let's do that real quick. Yeah, it's gonna use a lot of power. And then I believe I macerated the wool into string and made it back into wool again? I'm sorry if I did that. Sometimes I just derp really bad. Alright, there we go. That should work. Alright, so we got 6 pieces of wool, which we need to color red. So let's get 6 rows red. Dire wool. There we go. We're good there. Now we just need the tin canisters, which we're going to need 6 of. Easy enough to craft now. And just some steel. Oops. Meant to do it that way. Which I made sure I crafted some up on our space station before we left. A good amount of it, too. Just in case I needed to make another spaceship. Alright, so there we go. We have 2 oxygen tanks. Alright, is that working now? Okay, that sounds a little trippy. But that does look like it's working. I don't know why it didn't work before. Alright, good. Awesome. So we got a little bit of air left in our tanks right now. We can go do a little bit of exploring. In fact, let's grab our jetpack. Last episode we... Where's my jetpack? Oh, it's right. Oh, it's right here. And we're running a little low on our generator. In fact, we're going to be gone for a little bit, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to flip that up. That should start turning this off. Should start losing power. This should be okay for a little while. I just don't want to burn through all my charcoal right now. Alright, yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's go do a little bit of exploring. So, we heard a meteor. Is that it right there? Oh, actually, there's 2. Should be able to pick this up with my diamond drill. Right? Oh, there we go. Raw meteoric iron. Finally. It's been, like, forever. Actually, it's been never. We can craft this into throwable meteor chunks, alright? But we can also smelt it into an ingot, which is what I think we want to use it for. Sensor glasses, maybe later. Alright. And if we put it in an ingot compressor, we get ourselves a compressed meteoric iron. Perfect. So if we put it in the electric one, we get 2. Nice. That's exactly what we want. So we'll be able to start making some stuff pretty soon, I think. I might just run around and see if we can't find some more of these. Apparently, some of them kind of fell. Before we came to the moon and we set up a chunk loader. So if you guys were kind of curious as to maybe what that was over there, that's a chunk loader that I set up here when we just made a quick little detour to the moon to see if maybe chunk loading it would allow some of these meteors to fall. Looks like it might have, because I only heard one unless it falls in pairs. Wait. Oh yeah, there's another. Oh, we got another village over there too. Nice. But we got another meteor right here. Thought these things were hot. Maybe they changed that. There we go. We're up to 3 raw meteoric iron. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to set my jetpack off of hover mode. Yeah, that works. So I'm not too sure. What is that? That looks odd. But yeah, I'm not too sure what the dungeons look like here on the moon. Are those meteors from the meteor mod? Sure looks like it. They are. That's awesome. They fall here too. Oh, cool. Alright, nice. I could probably wreck this village and go ahead and grab some more tin decoration blocks. I might wind up doing that. Alright, just want to keep an eye on my air. But let's see if we can't. Oops. That's the wrong button. Let's zoom out a little bit. Wait a minute. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought this was gonna take forever, but I think we have a dungeon right over there. If you see that in the top left of my mini-map. Oh, this could be a good thing. This could be a really good thing. Oh, this is awesome. Alright, let's see what this is. It looks like this might be a dungeon. Oh yeah. Yep. That's it. Alright, let's be careful here. Make sure we got enough jetpack power. Uh-oh. Yep. Those are spawners. Let's do this a little bit later when we make sure we have enough air in our tanks and a little bit more prepared. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is copper. Yeah, cool. We could pick some of this up. Now, they also have cheese ore on the moon. Which sounds kind of funny, but I think we're totally going to try and get some. Thankfully, we leave footprints here, which is kind of nice. I'm going to have to be careful firing my railgun, too. I don't want it using power from my jetpack like it did before. I think one shot, it was either 1 or 2 shots, practically drained my jetpack, so I got to be very careful with how we use it. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to base. Or our temporary base. If we see any more meteors, we'll try to pick them up real quick. Don't really see many, but at least I know what I'm looking for now on my mini-map. And I think we also want to set up some waypoints here too. That way we don't get lost if we go out and do any exploring. But don't worry guys, we're definitely going to be heading back to that dungeon very soon. I just want to get a little bit more equipped up for it. As you guys can see, we're running a little low on air, so we're going to have to get ourselves set up in a better situation first, I think. Alright, let's fly up here just a tad bit. I want to kind of look around and just see. Make sure we're not missing any meteors. Yeah, I think we're okay for now. But that's awesome. We got 3 so far. We'll have to get a compressor set up so that way we can start making some. I think we might go ahead and make our first airlock today too. Nice. We got this guy filled up. Good. Why isn't it? Oh, no lava. Makes complete sense. All right, set this up on that side. There we go. And you. Good. So now he's got lava coming in. Let's go ahead and flip that down again real quick. Perfect. Alright, and once that's done, we should be able to... that's going to be a problem. I think we could just pick that up, though. Nice. Yeah, I think our chest was filled, but that's okay. We got plenty of resources, I think. Alright, so we got one done. Let's put that away for now. Alright, do we have a compressor? Oh yeah, it did make a compressor, nice. Alright, this is just a normal compressor though. Thought I might need it, so let's set him up right there. Let's get some charcoal out. Place you in there. And raw meteoric iron. Oh, right. Man, getting ahead of myself. Alright, let's get our electric furnace out real quick. Let's place him there. Let's get another stack of charcoal. Place that in our generator. Start getting that some power, and let's go ahead and start smelting up our raw meteoric iron. Alright, so our other air tank's almost done. I think another thing we need to look at is trying to seal this room until... I hate it when you do that. So I think we want to try and just seal this room and just use this as a temporary base until we get our other base set up, which is probably not going to be too big, and I don't know, maybe we'll just expand off this one. I think that might be what we will probably do. Alright, so there we go. 3 meteoric iron ingots. Place that in our compressor there, and that should give us some plates. So before we do the oxygen sealer, let's actually go ahead and take a look at the airlock. So if I'm not mistaken, the airlock frame is pretty easy. We just need compressed aluminum, some steel, and our oxygen concentrator, which we should be able to make up no problem. That gives us 4 airlock frames. Now where we need the meteoric iron is with the airlock controller. So we're going to need 2 of those and compressed steel with a basic wafer. So pretty easy to craft up. And I think we might go ahead and expand out that way if we do. Yeah, I think we'll go that way. Did I bring any of the, oh good, I did. Got a meteor shield. Oh, unfortunately though, I don't have any of the red meteor stuff. Oh, that's not good. I can't power up my meteor shield then. Alright, that'll be okay. I think, good, we're done here. We can go ahead and switch out our air tanks. Oh. Yeah, that's probably not a smart thing to do. There we go. Go ahead and start putting that in, get those starting to fill back up. Alright. Phew. Things are actually looking pretty good for us right now, don't you say, alien villager? We need to give you guys some names. Of course, it looks like you guys don't even know how to speak anything. You're all very quiet. Alright, let's go ahead and make our first airlock. I think that'd be a good start for today. Basic wafer. There we go. So we only need 1 of these, an airlock controller. And we need an airlock frame, so I'm probably going to want to make 3 sets of those. Darn it, reset that. I'm thinking either 3 or 4 sets of these. Hopefully we have enough stuff. So let me make up 4 oxygen vents. What else are we gonna need? 10 canisters. Make up a few of those. And we should be good there. There we go. 4 of those and airlock frames. 16. Nice. Alright, so I'm thinking right in here, but I don't know exactly how I want to shape it. I was thinking 3 wide because I do like the 3 wide. Let's see how much that's going to actually take. Alright, so I don't know if these lux capacitors are going to mess with that or not, so I'm going ahead and just pick those up for now. This is going to be the outline of it. I don't know if we need them in the corners or not, so we're going to try it without it. There we go. There's the basic frame of it there. Put that there, and maybe put the airlock controller there. Alright, so the only Bentley's airlock controller opens with redstone signal. Player within... Oh yes, perfect. Yes! Within 1 meter. 2 meters? Yeah, there we go. That works a little bit better. Good. Oh, that is so cool. Haha! I like it. Alright, so I can go ahead and patch this up then. We don't need this anymore. And we should be able to go ahead and see about sealing this off. Let's go ahead and put a lux capacitor there and there. This is cool. Nice, so we have a way in and out. So much nicer than those drawbridges. Even though drawbridges are cool, these are pretty awesome. I gotta say, I like them a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and put that back in there. Put that back in there for now. Don't need the glowstone torch on us. Alright, so we want the oxygen sealer. Alright, so we're gonna need oxygen fan, 2 oxygen vents, and we should have the rest. Wait, what are we missing? No! We're missing compressed aluminum! Alright, I did make sure to bring some ingots though, so we're good. Alright, we'll go ahead and let that start compressing up for us. And I guess while we wait, let's go ahead and exchange this one out. Good, we got a few airlock frames left. So I guess it's safe to say that only requires 12. Actually, no. Each one requires 11 because of the airlock controller. Good. Trying to minimalize here on resources, that way we're not wasting too much. Nice. Alright, I think another thing I want to start working on here on the moon, I think I want to actually set up a smeltery. So I'm just going to get a few things ready for us. I got plenty of clay because my quarry actually set up in the ocean, so it started pretty much getting all of the clay at the bottom of the ocean, which is really, really nice. Alright, let's put that there. We got plenty of sand. I also have some compressed sand in here as well. And gravel. I think we'll just go ahead and get us a good 2 stacks of grout set up for us. Get a basic smeltery up and running. I think we'll go ahead and just set up 2 furnaces. What about any iron plates? Yep, we got iron plates, nice. Alright, so we're just gonna turn these into iron furnaces. And we'll just use these for the time being. We'll put these guys over here. This is gonna be like our manual area. So pretty much like no electricity. There we go. Sounds like the aluminum's done. There we go. Alright. Oxygen sealer, where are you at? Put those in the corner, and there we go. Our oxygen sealer. And I'm pretty sure we could just put this guy probably right here. Wonder if that'll work. Let's get some oxygen pipes. Oh, they're on us. Alright, we want to flip this around that way, so that way it connects there. Scared about breaking that thing. Alright, here we go. Not enough power. It says not enough power. Takes 4 kilowatts and... Oh. I know you guys are going to say, Bentley, just leave it connected. Well, I'm trying to be a little cautious with my lava usage. I don't have any way of getting any more at the moment. I mean, I could go back and pick up some from the nether, but I'm trying not to do that. I got another 3 barrels worth in our system over there, but for now, we're just going to leave it as is. Alright, so we got oxygen coming in. Wait a minute. Disable seal. It's saying everything is unsealed in here. What is not sealed? This doesn't make sense. Glass, normal glass should even be able to seal. It might be too large in here. Well, that out there is collecting a ton of oxygen, so maybe we'll just go ahead and make ourselves up one more oxygen sealer. We should have the items to do so, and if anything, it'll be a good test. So, let's see. Another oxygen sealer. Alright, we'll set him up right here as well. That looks the same. It's not. Alright, flip him around. Place that there. Enable seal. There we go. Now we are sealed up. So 2 oxygen sealers, and we're good in here. Now, I guess alternatively, I could have probably just lowered the ceiling a little bit, and that might have done it. But I think we'll be okay like this. So I could probably take off my oxygen tanks and let those guys fill up as well. So this one's full. We'll just go ahead and start letting these guys fill up. I actually want to leave these off for now, just so that way I do make sure nothing fishy's going on like on our space station, so keep an eye on that. Make sure we got plenty of space here. Looks like we're doing good still. Alright, everything's looking on the up and up. Alright, go ahead and clean up our inventory a little bit here. Put some stuff away. And what else can we do? Right, we've got the seared bricks coming in. I might just need to clean up a little bit. I think I might start expanding out that way. You see the blue there? You see that? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Those blue blocks that indicates, I believe the oxygen, was kind of doing some crazy stuff at some point on my space station, so that's what I was referring to if you guys didn't catch that before. Alright, so let's put that aside. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a quick chest. There we go. And we're gonna place him right there. We're gonna put the rocket launch pad in there. We're gonna put a rocket in there. We're gonna put the fuel. Let's put the batteries in there. Fuel loader. Now I was gonna use the oxygen bubble distributor. I might use that for something else. We got another solar panel, so we're good. We got plenty of food for now. We're awesome. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to start expanding out that way a little bit. It's not going to be sealed, but that's going to be alright. Let's go ahead and put this on. There we go. So we got 2 tanks full up, plus 2 spare. I think things are going to be looking pretty good for nighttime. Alright, let's do that for now. Because I don't like it doing that. I really don't. Alright, got a ton of tin decoration blocks. Now, I gotta be careful with how I'm going to do this. Because we have the Galacticraft meters that could hit and destroy stuff, and yet we also have the Meteor mod that can destroy stuff as well. So we're going to be very careful with how we make stuff now. I think we'll do it. I don't know if I want to make this like too large, because I kind of like being able to see the airlock there, but I think we might just do it without, like this for now. And that needs to go away, and we'll expand this out that way. So I'm not sure exactly, but we'll probably just send this out this way a little ways, probably out to maybe here, to where we can start flattening out some more area that we can use for something else. And that way we'll have a nice little pathway. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems kind of small. It really does. Alright, darn it. I was hoping we had the other tin decoration block. I might go out and do a little bit of exploring / stealing from the other villagers, unfortunately. Maybe we'll go back to this village over here and steal the tin decoration blocks for that flooring out of there. Oh, hey, creeper. Evolved creeper. Oop, careful there. Oh, we're dancing. We're dancing. Come back here, you. Oh, we got a little bit of knockback on this. Works. Nice. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and head over here to this village and collect the 10 decoration blocks out of some of the buildings. I'm not gonna take all of them. I'm gonna leave them with some flooring. But I'm gonna do that. We'll head back over. I'll probably expand out that corridor just a little bit more, and we'll see you guys next episode. So that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.